Before the fortune, the films, or the fame, Jason Statham was a boy on the cold streets of Shirebrook, England, selling counterfeit perfume and jewelry to survive. Poverty was the only constant in his house, a home where money never lingered and comfort was a foreign word. His father, Barry, hustled what he could. His mother, Eileen, danced for a living. By 14, Jason had learned the art of reading people, making strangers laugh, and selling with confidence. The street corner was his classroom, and the lessons of survival, humiliation, and cunning were his curriculum. Finding discipline in pain. Amid the chaos of his upbringing, Jason discovered martial arts, throwing himself into rigorous training every evening. Chinese kung fu, kickboxing, karate. Each discipline demanded precision, repetition, and pain, and Jason welcomed every ounce of it. In the dojo, poverty disappeared. Effort, not circumstance, determined success. Martial arts became both armor and liberation. It built his body, sharpened his mind, and taught him control over fear. In parallel, diving entered his life. At 15, he joined the British National Diving Squad, revealing a natural grace and fearlessness in the air, offering him a dream no one could take away. The dream that almost was. For 12 relentless years, Jason pursued diving with the intensity of someone who had nothing to lose. He trained before sunrise, after sunset, perfecting rotations on the 10-meter platform, studying the geometry of his own body in flight. He represented England in the 1990 Commonwealth Games, achieving pride but not the glory he craved. Twice he fell short of Olympic qualification. The dream of standing on the podium, the goal he had given everything to, remained elusive. The disappointment was heavy, a stone in his chest that would follow him. But the discipline he developed, the skills honed, and the resilience gained were indelible. Back to the streets. With the Olympic dream over, Jason returned to what he knew best, the street. Selling fake perfume and jewelry, performing for survival, and working the hustle he had learned from his father. It was a brutal economy, yet it was preparing him for a world he could not yet see. The performance of confidence, the understanding of fear, and the ability to read people would later serve him in ways far beyond any corner of London. Even amidst the glimmer of success, the street remained his anchor, reminding him that discipline and endurance were non-negotiable for survival. Discovery by the camera. Jason's life shifted when a modeling agency noticed his precise movements at Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. His body, trained to perfection, caught the eye of brands like Tommy Hilfiger, Levi's, and French Connection. His face appeared on billboards across London, a contrast to the man who still sold counterfeit goods at night. The juxtaposition was striking. Luxury by day, survival by night. That authenticity, born from struggle, would later define him as an actor. His honesty and refusal to pretend became his currency, the rare quality that would open doors where talent alone might have failed. Enter Guy Ritchie. In 1997, Jason met filmmaker Guy Ritchie, who was casting a low-budget crime comedy, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Ritchie needed authenticity, someone who had lived in the chaos of survival, who could carry confidence shaped by necessity. Jason didn't receive a script. He was tested in breath control, a skill born from diving. He submerged underwater in a sinking truck, muscles and lungs screaming, emerging alive, proving the very training that once seemed futile could save him. That single act of endurance and courage transformed him from model to actor, setting the stage for a career built on both skill and fearlessness. The Black Sea Test. The pivotal moment came on set beneath the Black Sea. Trapped in a sinking truck 60 feet underwater, Jason faced death. Every lesson from 12 years of diving, every ounce of endurance, came into play. He survived the darkness, resurfacing as if nothing had happened. Terry Crews, a crew member, remembered the horror, the screaming, the disbelief. Yet Jason, bruised and exhausted, climbed out, changed, and returned to the scene. No breakdown, no fear, only a man shaped by discipline. It was proof that the skills born from struggle, from apparent failure, could save a life and ultimately, a career. From failure to fame. Jason Statham's early failures became the foundation of his success. The Olympic podium he never reached became the global box office stages. Every injury, every humiliation, every loss he endured shaped the physical and mental toughness he would later display in films. His first roles in action-packed crime dramas showcased not only charisma, but precision honed from years of martial arts and diving. What seemed like disappointment was merely preparation. The boy who had never had enough became one of Hollywood's most reliable stars, a man whose presence commanded respect both on screen and off. A personal life anchored in love. In 2010, Jason met Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, a Victoria's Secret model. Unlike Hollywood romances, theirs was effortless. She loved the man behind the fame, the boy who had sold fake perfume and trained in silence. They married in 2016, welcomed son Jack Oscar in 2017, and daughter Isabella in 2022. Fatherhood became a new discipline, teaching him presence, patience, and joy beyond performance. His life, once defined by struggle and ambition, now balanced love, family, and career. He learned that victory wasn't always in the arena or the box office, but in quiet, everyday moments with those he loved. Hollywood legacy. Statham's films speak to his skill, discipline, and endurance. Hobbs and Shaw earned $13 million. The Meg grossed $530 million, and The Beekeeper brought $15 million. Globally, his movies have surpassed $8 billion in box office revenue, making him one of the most bankable stars in cinematic history. Beyond earnings, he advocates for stunt performers, supporting recognition for those who share the risks. He also champions children's charities, demonstrating that resilience is not only personal, but communal. Discipline, learned through scarcity, pain, and failure, remains his guiding principle, shaping both career and character. Discipline as a lifelong practice. Even at the height of fame, Jason trains 6 days a week, not for vanity but survival and mastery. He understands that the lessons learned in hardship endure longer than applause or awards. Poverty taught him improvisation. Diving taught him courage. Martial arts taught him focus. Every setback, every bruise, every missed opportunity contributed to his transformation. Statham embodies the idea that the skill once deemed failure can become the tool that ensures survival, success, and impact. He serves as a reminder that true mastery emerges from struggle, not luck. A story of transformation. Jason Statham's life is a testament to transformation, not talent alone. From a boy with nothing to an action star worth billions, his journey is defined by relentless effort, resilience, and the courage to endure. The Olympic dream that eluded him became the foundation for global success. The failures that could have broken him instead shaped the man who commands screens and hearts. His story reminds us that even when the water is dark, even when dreams falter, the skills we cultivate in struggle are the very things that carry us to the surface. Keep diving. Jason Statham's story is a call to perseverance. Life may place us in the cold, the dark, or under pressure, but it also gives us tools, skills, discipline, endurance that can save us in unexpected ways. From street corners to Hollywood sets, every hardship built a man who refused to quit. Every lesson learned in pain, every sacrifice, every failure contributed to a legacy that transcends fame. Keep diving. Even when the water seems impossibly deep, even when the surface feels unreachable, the very effort that felt like failure can be the thing that lifts you higher than you ever imagined.